Hello, everybody. This is Hex here with Sassy. Thanks, Sassy, for putting this clip together. We put it together because we get this question come up a lot, and honestly, this is one of the things I hate in the game. It's a little tedious, but it can really be beneficial. So, blazins, the dreadful blazins. People are always confused on how to set them up, what you should do, how you should do it. So, we're gonna take a quick run through. This is not my castle. This is, however, a hex-approved K41, pretty nicely well-built castle. Working on the blazins now. So to access the blazins, you can look at my screen here. You can go to any of the troop buildings, the workshop, the barracks, any of these. You can go click on blazins here, and it pulls these up. First thing you're going to notice is that your troops have three presets for blazins, and you can click on all the troops individually. You can set them all up. What I like to do is set one for attack, one for defense, and one for monsters if you want it, or reinforcing if you want it, or load. I use my siege, my third siege one for siege load, and I really just play with the attack and the defense ones. I haven't really gotten around to a reinforcing one, but that's probably the next thing on my queue here. So for today's thing, these are set to attacks. You'll see that the max level for the blazins is 20. It gives you 4 attributes. You open it up with 2 attributes. At level 10, you get a third attribute. At level 15, you get a fourth attribute. And like the equipment, if you have all the matching sets, sacrifice set, you get additional buffs. So this is his attack setting. I like to choose at least 2 buffs to start that support my goal. So on this set, the attack is the goal here. So he starts off with 2 ground attacks, which is perfect, right? Then the third attribute comes in, and a good blazon will have at least 3 attributes that support what your main goal is. If you can get 4, it's a miracle. It's really hard to get, but 4 is ideal to support what it is you're trying to support. It takes time also, and you're also eating up blazons, which you'll see in a little bit. So here he started with 2. He brought it up. He got his third one, and he was happy with that third one since it's an attack set. And if he's rallying here, he's got rally support here with marching ground, and he's got 1 defending. This is not really a defending blazon, but it's his 4th one, and with the top 3 looking nice, probably should just keep that 4th one and move on to the next one. For today, I'm going to start with siege. So I did this first blazon already. You can see I got siege machine attack for him. I got another siege machine attack. I leveled it up to level 10, and what do you know? Boom, siege machine attack. That was perfect. And then at 15, I got stuck with siege load, but you know what? I'm just going to rock with it because that's extra about 30, 10, 20, 37% or so attack from the one blazon. You have another attack blazon over here. So if I got about the same and did just as well, I'm putting up, about 70% plus attack with just those 2 blazons. One thing you notice here up top, there's 3 presets, but I have one that says current. Since I started making changes to this already, it says current. It's not saved. If I
Okay. You're good.
So we have the 3 presets, but this one's not saved yet. So you see where it says current. To save that, you click on this pencil here. You go to save, and then it asks you to pick which preset you want to save it under, specifically for siege. Since we already did the attack ones and that's already set up, I don't want to mess that up. I'm putting it a defense set, so I'm going to set that up for my second set. Confirm it. Now that same blazon, the current is gone, and it's locked in at number 2. Number 1, that's my attack set. I'm attacking. I'm getting rallied. Switching over to defense set. Boom, my defense set is on. This is not a great defense set because it's got 1 blazon, so let's make it great. Let's go to more blazons. Now to add a blazon, There's a lot of different ways you can do this. This is the way that I do it. If you see improvements to what I do, share by all means, but I think this will help a lot of you. Um, I come into here and I filter. This is a defense set for siege. So I want to pick my troop type is siege. Blazing type, I don't really know. I'm just getting into this, right? I don't know what I want to put. Let's leave it at nothing. Set type, maybe you're not sure what set type you want. Let's just leave that. Buff. Well, I know I'm on defense, so HP is important to me. Defense is obviously important to me. Attack is important to me. I don't really need weight loading or training capacity. I think I'm good with those three attributes of buff when I'm on defense. And what's the condition? Well, I'm not attacking, I'm defending, right? And overall, because overall is always good for defense and defending, it increases your likelihood that you get a pretty solid blazon. And then the next thing you want is you want to set this up to 2 or more. That takes any of these 2 things that you're looking for, sticks them together. That's a good start for you. And confirm it. I got 3 blazons that meet all my qualifications. Let's see what they are. All right, so this is defense, and we're focusing on HP with this blazon, right? So here's an overall siege machine HP and a defending HP. That's good. You can see the difference here. They start off at zero point 0.6 for the overall and at 0.9 for the defending, situation specific. Next one, another defending and overall. Here we go, 2 defendings. Since this is my defensive blazon, this is what I really want because it gives me a higher start. I'm going to take this one, equipment, equipped it. I'm going to go in it, lock it. Right over here, there's a padlock on the top right-hand side here where you see my mouse. I'm going to lock that. It's gold. It goes from gray to gold. Gold means it's locked in. Now I can come here and I can upgrade this one. I'm going to hit auto select. These right here are your cores. They give you bigger jumps. Basically, I always use to select them before I run into my blazons because the blazons, you got to get attributes that you need. And the more blazons you can tap into for that, the better off you are. So use your cores first. Use any blazons that you messed up first, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So I'm going to use my cores. We're going to upgrade here. Let's see. Let's bring it up to level 10 because that's when I get my next attribute. Slow rolling there. All right. I just want 10, just a little bit. Let me see what that third one gives me without wasting too many blazons. All right. Let's confirm that. Upgrade. Boom. In rally siege machine HP. Now you got a decision to make. Normally that would be okay if you were looking at an attack, but you're looking at defense. If you're looking at defense, you don't really need in rally. So here you have a decision to make based on how many blazons you got, what kind of set it is that you're making. If it's your third set, maybe you're going to be a little bit looser with it. You're not trying to match all the attributes. I don't know, you're looking for siege load or something. But in this case, this is the defense set. It's a K41. There's a lot of castles out there that are stronger. I want the maximum defense. So I can choose to continue here and bring it to 15. And I hope that that attribute that unlocks nests, helps me out here. Or I can keep it, discard it, and start a new one. I'm feeling a little lucky, maybe silly of me, but I'm going to bring it up to 15 and let's see what happens. You really want 3 attributes for a good blazon to be the same or to be supporting your objective. All right, 15. Let's confirm that. Upgrade. Boom. And I wasn't so lucky. I got 2 in rallies and 2 defending. For me, this siege is no this blazon is no good for my defense. I'm gonna unlock it. Now it's open. I can change it again, and I'm gonna continue the search. I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna look for a new one. Go back to my filters. It's saved for you. It remembers what you were looking for the last time. It kind of feels bad for you that you didn't get what you wanted, hoping that you spend, but no. We're going to confirm and we're going to look for the next blazon. Here's that one that you just finished. You're like, nope, I don't want that one. But it's not lost. you can use this to upgrade your next ones, and I'm going to show you that now. So now we have defending and overall, defending and overall. We're kind of stuck with that. Not bad situation to be in. Let's pick it. Let's go in again. Let's lock it. And let's start upgrading it. Now, we had that level 15 that we just made and can't use. So wouldn't it be great if we could save a little bit and go back and use that one? So the way to do that is you go into your filter. You remember we looked at siege. All right. And the effective conditions were defending and overall. And let's confirm. There's 127 blazins, but if you go all the way to the bottom, there they go. These are the ones that just didn't work for me. Here it is. So I can select this, and now you don't quite get to 15. It does, you do lose a little bit, but brings you up to 13 with the fresh new one. So we just took it up to 15. You lose 2 levels there. Same thing with the 20s. If you use a 20, it brings you back down to 17, 18. So I'm going to use this to upgrade. Boom, and it gives me my next one. Marching siege machine HP, not good for defense. Taking it off, going back, removing it, gotta get another one. So this is the process that you go through for doing your blazons. And you continue to do the same thing. I did my filter, it remembered it. This is that other siege overall and defending that I had. I'm going to equip this one. You can also lock it here. You don't have to go back into it and lock it. I can lock it here, and then I can equip it. It's on, and it remembers the lock. All right. I could upgrade this one. I'm going to upgrade it with the one that we just had. I brought it up to 13. I don't want to waste that. I already used a lot of blazons, so let's go back and use it. Here it goes at 13. I'm going to select it. Now it brings me up to 11. Boom. 11. HP on monsters, not good for defense. Unlock it, go back, remove it, and back at it again. Now I'm going to see that I don't have any extra ones. So at this point, what I would do is I'd go back into my items and I try to open up some blazons. I might be full. No, I'm not. That's going to give me some more options here. Let's see how many I can open. I can't open too many, but I have some more options. So we're going to go back in, blazons, come back here. I'm going a little faster now because you're all experts. Boom, effective conditions. I still didn't get any. Okay, so what I would do now is I just move to another blazon because you're going to eventually get to a part where you can use some of these blazons that you don't need and make room to get some new ones that might help you open up something else. So we'll go to the filter. This is siege again. We're not going to limit the blazon type. We're not going to limit the set type. We just want a defense, attack, HP. Those are the buffs that we're interested in on defense. Sorry, didn't accept it. Okay, effective condition is defending and overall because it's a defense blazon. And then we want to make sure we start with at least 2 of these things that we want. Boom. Okay, we have 2 here that we can work with. Defending siege machine defense. That's perfect. I'm going to lock it. I'm going to equip it. Then I'm going to come here and I'm going to start upgrading it. Okay, defending and overall. Just trying to get to that blazon that we used already so we can come back down here and see if we have access to it. Yeah, we do. Let's use it. In reality, siege machine defense, not really good for me here. All right, I don't want to use that because it's going to bring me up too high. So now I used up my old one. It's still not enough. I'm going to give it a shot. Maybe I get another overall or I get another defending instead of just letting this one go. So I want to bring it up to 15. So we're going to come back up here. We're going to use our cores while we have them. All right. You there?
Yep, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
All right. So we're going to use these cores while we have them. Now they're all used up. We're not quite at 15. So this is another interesting point. You got to update these. Maybe they never had cores. I had them, so I used them. Now I got to use my blazins. But I got so many other things that I need to do here. And I don't want to burn my blazins. I got to be very cautious on how I upgrade it. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to upgrade it. Go to your filters. What I would recommend is you're working on siege. If you got all the other ones done, you could just select another one, another troop type, and use those troop types. But maybe you're just starting out with your blazing set and you're starting with siege. You don't want to necessarily eliminate these guys. So select your siege. You did your attack. You're working on your defense. I would come to buff, and you don't need weight loading and you don't need training capacity on your defense. So this is a good way to select only those blazins that have weight loading and troop training capacity. You don't want that on defense anyway, so you want to use those to upgrade first. Confirm. 28 blazins I can use that have load or capacity, and that's what I'm going to do to get me to 15. 15, and great, because this stinks. Training capacity and in-rally siege machine defense for a defensive blazon does not make me happy. I mean, you got two attributes here which are great for, you know, average players, but this is a K41 that's moving up to K44 really fast. It's a corner, so this would not be appropriate for him. So I'm going to unlock it here. I'm going to go back. I'm going to remove it and then start that process all over again. As you can see, you get something really nice with a little bit of work, but there's also a lot that goes into it. A lot of trial and error, a lot of luck to get those attributes. Hopefully that helped you understand how to do your blazons. I'm going to continue working on this, but I don't think you need to see me fail miserably a bunch of times before we get some sweet blazons like this one. So any questions, feel free to comment on the video and we'll come back and do a repeat, or we'll schedule a live or something like that. SAS, this is your department.
Thank you so much to Hex for the video. We appreciate you as always.